Hey guys, I've got another video for you today, but unlike my last two, it will not be focusing on my modern military figures or my modern military builds. This will actually be some of my Star Wars builds, and today we're just going to be looking at two AT-RTs and an STAP droid speeder. Without further ado, I'd say let's just get into it. So first we'll start with the STAP. I went with brown, the Trade Federation colors, mainly because I didn't have access to blue curved slopes like this one here on the front, and then the 1x4 that's used on the top. They're being used in another mock that I'm working on that I will do a showcase on eventually. I'm not sure when, not sure when I'm going to finish it up and get it exactly how I want it, but that will be coming. So let's take a closer look at this. So you can see some of these connections are a bit tedious. This is not really a model that is meant to be swooshed around or played with. It is a display piece, something that you put on a mock to just add some more detail, which is why I don't really concern myself with the strongest connections on things like this, especially at this scale. For instance, you can see this, the top half of the speeder here can come off rather easily, but it's not like it's going to come off just holding it or placing it on your display or anything like that. It's pretty straightforward. You can probably see the techniques that I use just by looking at it here in the video. But I do like the way it turned out. It's pretty close to minifigure scale. I don't particularly like the beefiness of this area here at the bottom, but it was necessary to attach these triangular clip pieces. Still working on trying to find a design that might mitigate the bulkiness here, but so far I haven't found anything that works. Possibly using one of these 1x1 modified with the two studs on the side here at the bottom facing up, but I don't know if the black would really go well in that area of the build, because the black is meant to represent the mechanical components mostly, and if you look at the source material, there isn't a lot of black going on below where the figure would stand. Other than that, that's about all I really have to say for this one. I do like the way it turned out. The guns on the front are a bit long, mainly because I do not have any of the screwdriver elements, but hopefully I will be able to pick some of those up soon and take some of that length down and get it a little more accurate of a look. Moving on, bring out the AT-RTs. So I have two of these. They just have regular Kashyyyk troopers from that battle pack set on them. I figured they went well with the design, and when we see it in episode 3, it is a Kashyyyk trooper riding it, so I thought that fit pretty well. I did go through a couple iterations of leg design on this one, trying to get sturdiness, functionality, and just accuracy to the source material. The original design that I had used was with ball hinges, but I found that leaving ball hinges connected for a long period of time can put stress on them. I've had a few hinges break, the socket part, just from sitting as a display, and I don't have a ton of hinge pieces, so I didn't want to ruin them all, putting them on two little AT-RTs and inevitably running out of them. But I do like this leg design. It is very slim. It fits the size of the chassis very well, and all the joints are posable. If you can see, I used these relatively new studs with a bar to get this back joint here, which really helped me keep the size down and also in scale with what the vehicle should look like. Also made up of a lot of these little clips with a bar, and then these little clip with the bar hole pieces. I don't know what the technical name for them is, I apologize. But I do like the way it turned out. The legs are easily removable. I built this in 3 main components, so both of the legs counting as one component. And then the main chassis can come off. So we have the back here, and then the front, which includes the turret and the blast shields and the handlebars. And it all attaches with a few clips. I tried to hide them away as much as I could so you couldn't see the connection points all that well. And I used black to kind of give the illusion of heavier shadowing in those dark areas. And I like the way that effect took hold on these. Other than that, they're pretty straightforward. Minifigures are not custom, like I said, they're from the battle pack, so there's not much of a point in looking at those too much in detail. If you're wondering about the rifles, those are from Brick. These ones are from Clone Army Customs. Get a closer look at those. If it'll focus here. Yeah, so those ones are from Clone Army Customs. They're a little less detailed than the ones that you can get from Brickmania. I'll show one of those quickly so that you can understand what I'm talking about here. If I can find one. Yeah, here we go. So you can see these ones are a lot more finely detailed than the ones that you can get from Clone Army Customs. I believe these are brick arms produced. So I do prefer these. I just don't have a ton of these brick arms ones. I did get a lot of the Clone Army Customs ones though. So if you want to pick some of these up for yourself, I will link both of those stores down in the description, as well as my web store, battlebirdbricks.com, where you will be able to buy instructions for the AT-RT as well as the STAP speeder. And thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one.